Welcome to Genesis Custom Sabers. This is a really good day. This saber is possibly the best, most complete saber I've ever made for sale. Yeah, there's a lot of things to go through in the saber, so I'm going to try to run through it really quickly. It's a very weathered looking saber, made with mostly MHS parts that have been customized a little bit and weathered by me, powder coated. I did a lot to try to get the copper to look really aged. Of course, it's a custom emitter shroud and my custom switch setup. This saber has a Crystal Focus 4.3 that was supplied by the client, and I did my best to max out all the features and possibilities of the Crystal Focus in a lightsaber with this one. This one's got a crystal chamber in it that you can see, and a bar graph. So
this party's over.
Pull out the kill key for the recharge port, and you've got a bar graph here that's made up of 4 amber SMD LEDs that are mounted on a circuit board that fits perfectly in the little window there. And there's also a red SMD LED for the low battery. Of course, the power ignition button and the auxiliary button. This saber is the first one I've ever attempted flash on clash using a power extender circuit board and a lead engine 10 watt. What's this one? This is RGGB. So 2 green dies that are in series for the blade, and an R and B that are in series for the flash on clash. So to give you an idea what this looks like, very bright green blade. There's a rumble motor in there so I can really feel the vibration. And of course, it's got an animated sequence in the bar graph. You can see the crystal. Sometimes it's kind of, you get a better sense of it if I wiggle it like that. You can see the crystal in there. It's an illuminated Tibetan quartz crystal, illuminated with a green 5mm LED, and of course the flash on clash feature. I've got this set very quick, so it's a very strobe-like white flash. I can't really make it out in the camera. Sometimes you can tell the effect on. I'm going to turn the light off. Sometimes you can see the surrounding area shows up a light better than the blade itself. I can tell you that if you're in a dark room and you hit this clash feature, it really, it's like a flash on a camera. It really strobes the whole room. Of course, that's my Shatterpoint sound font. And yeah, this saber is virtually complete for the client. I've got a couple of cosmetic little things to do. I might paint those grooves black, and I want to make sure that these are the right copper buttons that we're going to keep. A couple things like that, and this one's ready to go. So very pleased with it. Just finished it today. That's an example of a Genesis Elite saber. This is my new system for building high-end lightsabers with the Crystal Focus Saber Core. It's got, well, I'll show you the inner chassis. This is going to be standard on all Genesis Elite. The crystal chamber may not be standard. That was really challenging to fit everything in, and the flash on clash will be a feature that I'm going to try to work more with. But with all Genesis Elite sabers, I designed them so that the back end of the saber can come off. And this is a little feature under the category of why didn't I start doing this a long time ago? Instead of mounting the Crystal Focus board the other way and then having to pull the whole board out to get access to the SD card, I thought, why don't I just mount it inverted? And that way, if someone wanted to get to the SD card, all they need to do is put in the kill key, and of course this SD card is spring loaded. So if you have really nimble fingers and really good fingernails, you can actually pop it right out of there, and you can slide it back in, and that's it. You don't have to pop the board out. The board is kind of spring clipped in there with those PVC wings there. So that's an example of how a Genesis Elite custom saber comes together. So thanks for looking.